Okay, so this is the pronunciation test again. This time we're taking a look at the vowels. So take your time with these. Okay, this tends to be the fun part. Whenever you're ready, can you read the first line for me, starting with sit?
Sit, seat. Hit, heat. Feel, feel. Meet, meet.
Okay, if you could repeat after me. Sit, seat.
Sit, seat.
Okay, hit, heat.
Hit, heat.
Fill, feel.
Feel, feel.
Okay, mit, meet.
Met, meet.
Sometimes I can hear the difference between them, which is great. Two quick things. I would like you to hold your vowels a little bit longer. Sometimes your vowels are a little bit fast, and that can make it hard for a listener to understand what you're saying. And English is really paying attention to vowel sounds. So if you really want to make sure your vowels are really loud and clear, and you want to make sure the consonants are a little bit weaker and things like that. So I would like to kind of just practice these really quick. Just make sure they're being held long enough. Also make sure that they're relaxed enough in terms of getting enough air through, especially for that E sound. Okay. Can you read the second line for me?
Shot, shut. Lock, lock. Cop, cop. Bog, bug.
Okay. Shot, shut.
Shot, shot.
Lock, luck.
Lock, lock.
Cop, cup.
Cop, cop.
Bog, bug.
Bug, bug.
I think touching on both of those a little bit would be good.
It's difficult.
How about the next one?
Full, full. Pull, pull. Look, look.
Okay. Full, fool.
Oh, full, pool.
Pull, pool.
Pull, pool.
Look, Luke.
Look, look.
Especially for the U sound, but I do think there's little things we can touch on for both. Okay. How about the next line?
Low, low. Boat, boat. Coat, coat. Walk, walk.
Low, law.
Low, law.
Boat, bought.
Boat, boat.
Coat, caught.
Coat, caught.
Woke, walk.
Walk, walk.
I want to try to get more air through. Some of the sounds are just a little bit closed off. So we'd like to take a look at both of those a bit. I can hear the difference very clearly, which is great. So it's just kind of adjusting the sound a little bit. How about the next line?
Flash, flesh. Man, man. X, X. Sand, sand. Taxis, Texas.
Okay. Flash, flesh.
Flash, flesh.
Man, men.
Man, men.
Axe, X.
X, X.
Sand, send.
Sand, sand.
Texas, Texas.
Texas, Texas.
I think especially the ah sound. Some things I like to talk about.
That's a little difficult.
Okay. And how about the last line?
Sail, sail. Rail, rail. Tail, tail. Man, main. Pen, pain.
Okay. Sell, sail.
Sail, sail.
Well, whale.
Well, whale.
Tell, tail.
Tail, tail.
Men, main.
Man, main.
Pen, pain.
Pen, pain.
There are some things with the A sound. I can hear the difference between these clearly, which is again is good. I want to try to make the A sound stronger, but I'm not sure. It could actually be the consonants around it, so it might actually be the L sound after the A sound, or it might actually be the N sound. You know, some consonants we'll see do have an impact on the vowels around them, or they can, and we want to try to minimize that. Otherwise, it can change how your vowel sounds. So we'll take a look at the A sound to see what exactly is happening. Just make it a little stronger. Questions for me on anything here?
It's full. I don't know. Just like sounds more like longer, but I don't know much about the difference.
Okay. Okay. We could definitely take a look at that. Before we look at that, so I do kind of want to go over the schwa sound a little bit, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm gonna give you back your screen. Did we talk about the schwa sound last time?
No.
Okay. Cool. So let's discuss a little bit. So a question about Japanese. So let's say you're talking in Japanese and you're like you don't know what you want to say next. Like you're thinking. What's the sound that you make in Japanese when you're thinking? It's like, can you like do you ever like drag it out like do you ever do anything like that? Like
yeah, sometimes unconsciously.
So that first time you did like that, like how did you do that? Okay. Okay. So feel that. Okay. That's a pretty common sound. I hear a lot of my Japanese students making that like think about what to say or like things like that. So compare that to English, which again instead of like it's more right? It's like, So one thing is that we can see, this sort of sound, a lot of people like accent teachers, things like that, really they call it like kind of like the thinking sound. It's the sound you make when you're thinking, and it's really indicative of how sound works in your language. If you can get that thinking sound right, then you can kind of adjust it to other sounds. So for instance, my guess is if I were learning Japanese, if I could get that like type sound right, I could probably carry that over to other sounds like oh, e. Versus like in English, if I do like oh, e, things like that, it kind of calibrates you, you know. So I want to talk about this schwa sound because we can then carry it over to other sounds as well. Okay, including that sound, that sound. So I'm going to give you a couple of steps. In American English, the schwa, this is in when your mouth is in a neutral position. So let's talk about how do we get into a neutral position. Couple of things. You want to kind of just relax your face. Nothing's tensed up. You're not really going to feel many muscles or anything like that. When your face is in a neutral expression, what's happening? Your teeth, your top teeth and your bottom teeth are not touching. There's no contact. So again, just try to feel that for yourself. Just get like in a neutral face. Just do you feel your teeth touching?
No.
No. There's a little bit of space in between them. Okay. Some other things you're going to feel. Your tongue. What you're going to feel when you were in just like a neutral position, you're going to feel your tongue kind of go up a little bit, but it doesn't touch the top of your mouth. It's kind of like in the middle, kind of like goes up a little bit, right? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the other thing. The other thing you're going to notice too is that in general your lips will be closed, although they can be a little bit open. Okay, but it's going to be mostly closed. Okay, so that's your neutral expression, right? This is your neutral position. English is relatively relaxed compared to a lot of languages. This neutral position is important. So go into that neutral position and just make a sound. Don't move anything. Just make a sound.
Oh.
And just do yeah. Yeah. Can you hold that longer? Do that again. Okay. So can you it sounds to me like we're still kind of getting a little caught up here. Can you send it down a little bit?
Ah. Oh.
So,
Oh.
Let's do this. I want you to see if you can send the sound down. So let's go from here, and we're going to just try to send the sound down. Can you do like, open your mouth a little wider.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Much lower than I thought. Whoa.
Can you feel a difference?
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
I think the throat is open.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want. Okay. So
Oh.
we want things to be really open. American English is really all about air. We want as much air to go through the throat as possible. We can close things off in the mouth, but in terms of the throat, you want things to be really wide.
Yeah, very wide.
Yeah. Okay. Just some other techniques to try to do that as well. So like I'm going to give you just a couple of quick exercises. So first exercise, trying to get more air through. Imagine that there are a bunch of children around you and they're making a ton of noise. They're being super loud. Okay. So in English, what you would do to try to get them to be quieter is you would do like shh, shh. Can you just try doing that like shh?
Shh. Shh.
Okay. Try to get even more air through, as much air through, especially at the end. Shh, shh, shh. Okay, even that, even the way you just did it there, compared to the first time, I heard so much more air coming through. I'm not sure if you felt that.
This part moved.
Yeah, great. That's what we want.
Oh.
Cool. So that's one technique, and just kind of just imagining kids, noise, just being like shh, 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 just trying to shush them. That's great. Yeah, I really like those. Notice it's not shh, shh. It's not shh, 'cause that's too high. It's too tense. It's not shh. It's shh, shh, a little lower. Okay. Another technique you can do is to laugh. So for instance, we're gonna just laugh a little bit. As you do that, I want you to take your hand. I want you to put your hand on your stomach, on your abdomen, and I want you to kind of feel what happens. So just kind of do like.
Moving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you feel it kind of tensing a little bit? Like
A little bit, yeah.
like it tenses, it relaxes, it tenses, it relaxes, it engages, it relaxes a little bit. Okay. So that's the same kind of feeling when you're like, for instance, when you're doing that, you don't want it to be super tense, but you do want it to kind of engage a little bit. Okay.
This kind.
Okay. Because if you're staying up here, like if you just do you're not going to get that much engagement. Whereas if you do like you're going to get a little bit more engagement down your stomach a little bit in your diaphragm. Because that's another way you can kind of check yourself.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. So questions about anything there?
Anything there? Very clear. So no questions so far. Thank you.
Okay. So let's just really quick. We'll talk about that sound and the sound in a moment, but let's just practice this schwa sound a little bit more. Going back to your neutral position, I want you to try to make the sound 3 times for me. Okay? Keep in mind everything we just talked about. So like, the other last thing, real quick, shoulders, body language, posture. Keep your shoulders down. Okay? It has an impact on your sound. So to give you an example, I'm going to say a sound. I'm going to have my shoulders down, then I'll keep them up, and then I'll put them down again. See if you can hear a difference in sound. Let's use the E sound as an example. So like E. Can you hear a difference?
Yes. If the shoulders rise, the
Right.
tone rises as
Yeah,
well.
it changes, right? Try
Yeah,
let's do like E. Wow.
They are done better.
Yeah. Really heard that. It was super clear. So body position has an impact on your sound. Keep your shoulders down. It's going to open things up more. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to that schwa sound. Shoulders down. Face neutral position. Okay, and I want you to try to go back. Remember too, stomach will slightly engage. Stomach tense, your muscles there will slightly tense. And try to do that sound again. Can you again for me? Do it like 3 times. Can you do like Okay. I think that it still sounds to me like things are a little bit closed off in the throat, but it is sounding more open than before. Okay, so, yeah. So again, kind of like what we did with like that shh exercise, trying to get as much air through the throat as possible. We don't want anything to be in the way. So it's like uh. Because sometimes when I'm hearing, I feel like I'm hearing like versus uh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just nice things to keep in mind. Okay. Let's talk about the oo sound first. Okay. So
Yeah.
the oo sound exists in Japanese, but it's obviously a little bit different. Yeah. How do you make the
different, I think.
how do you make the oo sound in Japanese?
We don't round our lips and
Okay.
say ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. So again, very much in the head space, right? Kind of like ooh, ooh, ooh. Almost feels more frontal. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Compare that to, again, American English. Everything is more in that other position, which is going to be more ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, a little better. Yeah. And again, similar to what you said. So you'll see, like, you can make an ooh sound with round lips, tense round lips. You can do that, like ooh, ooh, ooh. But what I often see with students is when they do that, you shift the focus. So now you often send the sound forward too. So you often do like ooh, ooh, ooh. Whereas you don't necessarily need that. You can keep your lips straighter. You can do ooh, ooh, ooh. Notice how straight my lips are. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So they don't have to be round. Okay. Just a note about that. So I want you. Can you make the schwa sound again? That neutral sound again? Can you just do like Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I think this is a great sound to use as a base. Feeling what that feels like. And now let's try to transition to other sounds. So I want you to try to go from an sound to an sound, but I want you to try. Don't don't project from a higher spot. Stay here. Your body's not gonna like that. It's gonna want to go up. Keep it low. Keep it in the same spot. Okay. So like, let's do it 3 times. I'll give you an example. So like, ooh, ooh, can you try doing that? Try to straighten so your lips look. I'm seeing a lot of movement in your jaw. Okay, your lips are really kind of tensing a little bit. Keep your lips a little straighter. Okay. Remember, they don't have to. Ooh, it can be more. Okay. So trying to keep your lips in about the same position. Let's try to
same.
again. Okay. It's like uh, 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 uh. Can you try that? Yeah, I like that more. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I had to move my lips.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can. You certainly can. But I think for practicing, get started, what it feels like having it low, I would say, hey, try to keep your lips a little bit straighter. There's nothing wrong with having round lips, but it might distract you in some ways.
I see.
Yeah. Another key thing that can be helpful too, let's just in terms of airflow, because sometimes it feels like we're not getting enough air through. Your tongue. Push your tongue farther forward. Okay, so for instance, I want you to say let's do that same combination like ooh, but I want you to keep your tongue forward. I'll give you an example. I'm going to use we can use the ooh sound as an example. I'm going to say ooh with my tongue forward the first time. I'm then going to move my tongue to the middle of my mouth the second time, and then I'm going to push it back forward the third time. Okay, it's like forward, back, forward. I just want you to listen to the difference in sound quality. Okay, so like ooh, ooh, ooh. Could you hear a difference?
Slightly.
Okay, I'll do that again. I'll do that again. Uh, excuse me. Ooh, ooh, can you hear a difference?
Yes, I can hear the
Okay.
difference.
Okay. So that middle one, I'm blocking off too much air because my tongue's too far back. So just really trying to push hard forward, push your tongue forward as best you can. Okay. So let's make that schwa sound again and then the oo sound again, and really trying to push your tongue a little bit farther forward. Okay. So like, we'll do it 3 times. Again, pushing the tongue forward. Can you try doing that?
First neutral and forward.
Yep. Okay. I would still say watch out a little bit for your oo sounds. Pay attention to your lips. This would be a good one for a mirror or like an exercise in the mirror. Just watch your lips, trying to keep them a little bit straight. Okay.
Straight.
Yep. Questions about anything there?
No questions. I could learn lots of new things. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Let's last thing really quick. Let's take a look at that sound, like in the word like book or fall. Okay, so this is that other sound. Okay, so for this sound, it's not ooh, it's more So for instance, let's use the word like book as an example. Can you? I want you to repeat after me. Okay, so for this sound, a couple things. The back of your tongue is high. The front of your tongue is down. Your lips are pretty straight, and your mouth's a little bit open, more open. So the sound you're looking for is like Yeah. Try to keep just one sound. So right now I'm hearing some movement. I'm hearing like I just want one sound. I just want Okay. Okay. And I'm going to show you a progression that you can use to with any word you have trouble pronouncing. So if you have a word, let's say book, the first thing you want to do is pronounce the vowel sound. So like you just say for me. Okay. Try to get more air in at the end. Okay. Now let's add a consonant to it. Let's add the B. Can you do like b? Yeah, okay. And then we add the full words like b, book. Hold your vowel just a little longer. B, book. Really good. All that air. Did you feel all that air coming through? That was great.
Changed. Thank you.
That's great. So that's an exercise you can do with any word. If you have a hard time saying a word, start with the vowel sound.
Yes.
Add a consonant, then keep adding more consonants one by one. Okay. And I recommend recording yourself when you do that because then you can listen to the recording and you can find out where is the mistake happening? Where's the error? Is it the vowel? A lot of times it's not actually the vowel. A lot of times it's the combination of a consonant with the vowel. Like for instance, the sound in book, like when you're doing that might sound great, but then when you add the B, maybe it changes. Like maybe doing like buh, but it's like, oh, that's not right. No, it's like buh. So your vowel should always sound the same. Okay.
Thank you. Very good way.
Okay, that is a ton of information.
Thank you. I will review them.
But any questions for me about anything that we talked about?
Yeah, no questions. Thank you so much. I could learn a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a picture of the vowels. I'll also send you the audio file of those words that we did. And yeah, if you have any questions for me about anything, let me know. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, take care. Okay, have a good move. Sorry, you have to do it again.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Hey,
Have a nice weekend. Thanks. Bye.